I was just telling Kat about how I like doing these like early in the day. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I have like the rest of the day, but like also just like this is the time that it's like less chaotic in my house. So it's just a lot easier to do them and like earlier like this.
Yeah, I just threw some, like, it's super, like, rainy and stuff here, and I just threw some boots on Gunner and threw him in the backyard. I said, just do what you want. And then it wore him out, so he's sleeping now. So I'm like, yes.
Nice.
Literally, it's like mud puddles. Like,
Right.
bad. I'm just, whatever.
Love it. Yeah, he's having a good time. Robin immediately, like, she would, like, my husband had just given her breakfast and she grabs his hand. She doesn't have any clothes on. Like, she's just wearing a diaper. She grabs his hand. She's like, come on, bye-bye. Let's go bye-bye. And then she just, like, takes him to the car and, like, makes, like, sits in her seat and, like, gets him in the car. And then he had to call me because it's child locked and he shut at the door. So I had to go out there and, like, let him out. But she just, like, it's so funny. She, like, she really loves when he's home on the weekends and, like, she always wants to just leave with him. She'll just be like, bye, mommy. And I'm like,
that's so
cute. Like, I just don't even matter.
No, that's how it is in my house too.
Yeah. And I mean,
always wiping butts and cleaning and doing everything for you, but as soon as Dad's home,
it's like you're not even there.
Nope.
I'm like, well, sometimes it's kind of nice because I get alone time, but I'm like, then I get sad. I'm a little sad about it. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Yes. Let us know what you're reading.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you guys started the book club book? Is that what you're reading, or?
I am going to read the other. I'm going to read the Horror in 24 book club book. I'm only like, I started it last night right before bed and then fell asleep. So I'm like on page 7. Not very far at all.
I started Extasia. I started it on an audiobook and I listened to like 2 hours and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. So I just like stopped listening and I put the book on hold at my library so I can like, I feel like I need to read it with my eyes.
I was wondering, I was thinking about starting it on audio, but I was wondering if it was like, sometimes with fantasy books or like fantasy worlds, it's hard to get into it.
I think that's what it is. Like, I felt like I was just like dropped into the middle of the story. And I don't know if maybe I like zoned out for a minute while I was listening, or it's just like, I just need to read it physically. So today I'm reading The Passengers by John Mars.
Oh, I've been wanting to read that for like a really long time.
Yeah, I'm actually reading it because I'm doing a video where I'm reading the books that have been on my TBR the longest. So
that's so smart.
Yeah, it feels so good. Like it feels so good to like knock them off because they've been on there for so long.
Can you see it? I do have it. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's down there on the bottom, right there. Yeah. Yes, it is. I love that book. I haven't continued like with the series yet. I will probably do a reread and then like continue with the series because I read it like a couple of years ago. Ooh, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. That's a good one. That's another one I want to reread because it's been so long.
I want to read his Pine series or whatever, like his original series.
Ooh.
I forget what it's about, but I know it's on.
Oh, Wayward Pines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I watched this. Well, I started the show at one point and then I got completely lost, but like, I didn't even know it was a book series at that time. And then I was like, wait, maybe I should read it before. What are you going to be reading, Carol?
I think I'm going to try to start the audiobook for, is it Extasia or Extasia?
I think it's Extasia because I tried to start the audiobook when I was folding laundry yesterday. And like I started it at like 1.5 times speed. And then I got like a few minutes in and I was like, I think I zoned out because I was like, I don't know, like exactly like what you're saying. I was going to agree with you because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to listen to this at like 1 time speed and like have notes because you do feel like you're just dropped right into the story. So then I just put it on pause and started listening to like a podcast or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try because I'm working on a baby blanket for my friend that I'm making. So I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone. But
perfect.
If that doesn't work, I'll read the other because I'm like halfway through that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not even that. It's pretty short. I mean, the print, at least in like my book, the print is kind of small, but it's like $2.50, so it's not too long. But I think the audiobook does say Extasia, so I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think you're right.
Because I thought Extasia too, and then like I listened to, and then I heard that part. I was like, oh, that's how you say it. It's like I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Eileen by Otessa
Mosh.
I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna mess that up.
It's Mosh.
Is that the one? I think I know what that cover looks like. I think that's a thriller, right?
It's like about a woman who works in a prison and she's really messed up. That's all I know. I want to read it, but
the cover has like a car on the front, right? I want to read that one too. I think I have it like on one of my Amazon lists, like just books.
She writes weird stuff.
Ooh. I was gonna say her name sounds familiar to me.
Yeah. Reading The Year of the Witching. I love that book. It's so good.
I want to read that.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I really want to read that one again, too. I'm just like in a rereading mood.
I thought they were going to do a sequel, but now they're like not or something anymore.
Okay, so it's on my Amazon wish list, but it doesn't have like a release date or anything. It just has a name, like Dawn of the Coven, I think is what it's called.
I think I saw, because I just added The Year of the Witching to my PR, and I saw someone asked her about it, and she said because I guess it has something to do with some sort of like pandemic or sickness, that she was trying to write it during COVID, and it was like she was not having a good time, so she
really stressful. Yeah. So it's kind of like on
still coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But just on pause for now.
Because I'm always like going through my Amazon wish list and looking at what I like books I want to pre-order, or like stuff that's coming out soon, and I'll always click on that, and then I'm like, oh, when is this coming out? Like, dude, I want to read it so bad. It would be cool though if she like continues with it and like gets more adult with it, because I think that's the only qualm I had about it, was that like because it's pretty dark, it's horror. If it just was able to like go there and like be adult and like really go there, I think she'd like thrive. Like I think she would do really well with like adult horror. So I'm hoping like as the character gets older, then like maybe, I don't know, hopefully. Oh, Eileen is psychological fiction. Cool, because I like psychological fiction, so I saw it on like a booktube video a long time ago, and then I saved it. I just know what the cover looks like. I forget what it's about.
She's got a new one coming out this summer that I completely forget what it's about, but I know I want to read it. I've got it on my list.
It could be like a potential like backlist book pick for this year, if she writes weird stuff. All right.
We should. Wait a minute. Yeah, we should read Eileen. That'd be a good pick, I think.
Right? Yeah. Well, I was thinking too for Strange-a-thon of having like a prompt that is backlist, you know? Just a backlist book. Because I feel like all of us are trying to get through like our old books right now. I'm trying to read whatever I have on my shelf, so, and like most people are. I just want like easy prompts for us all to like get some stuff read.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the next book announced, right, Carol?
No, we're doing Flowers in the Attic by VC Andrews in April.
We did discuss that. Yes. Okay, which is awesome because it's a backlist that I have on my shelf. So perfect. So April we're doing Flowers in the Attic, and then this month we are doing the other Lapfona. Is that a weird one? Is there?
Yeah, it's like taking place in medieval times, and there's maybe like magic or something, or I don't know.
Ooh, the cover is weird.
Is it? Oh, fun.
Like,
Oh, I like it. That is interesting. Weird. I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, it's about a midwife with like magic powers or something.
interesting.
Oh, great.
Sounds like there's gonna be like religious stuff and things like that. So.
Oh, cool. Cam, you'll be ready for April then. Bethel book out. House of Hunger. What is that about?
Wait a minute. I'm like searching everything.
I know.
Wait, is that?
Okay.
Is
It is. It says by Alexis Henderson, out October 4th.
Wait, I'm confused then. I'm confused. Well, what is Dawn of the Coven?
Yeah, it doesn't say it's connected to the first book.
Yeah, like this one, Dawn of the Coven, it says published December 9th, 2021, but like you can't read it.
Yeah. Very
Or,
strange.
like,
House of Hunger sounds good though.
or am I wrong? Like it wasn't available for me on Amazon.
Yeah, that's what it's saying on Goodreads too, but I don't think that's correct.
Like, where is it? This is just like right on my Amazon wish list, so I'll just go there.
We're just adding books to our TBR, as we say.
Where is it? I have so many books on my wish list, though. Oh, here it is. The Dawn of the Coven. Oh, you can get it on Kindle. Yeah, but I just saw currently unavailable, and I was like, no, I'm not getting it on Kindle. I want the physical book.
I don't even know if that's true because it has 3
Look,
ratings.
It says House of Hunger, but then I'm so confused. Look, it says Dawn of the Coven, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says hardcover currently unavailable. So you click on the Kindle, and then it says House of Hunger, book 2. Did she just change the name?
Maybe.
Yeah. There's like a new Goodreads listing.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, now
Strange.
I've had Dawn of the Coven on there like this whole time, and that's not even the book. So the second book's going to be House of Hunger.
Very confusing.
Interesting. All right. So why don't we go ahead and sprint?
Okay.
We can do like, let's see, we can sprint at like 25 and then just sprint to the hour.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. So what have you guys been reading as of late?
Trying to think of the last book I read.
I just finished a book today and it sucked, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh no.
I've been kind of struggling lately.
Was it It wasn't Vladimir, was it?
No, I really liked that one.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I talked to Amy about it a bit too, and she liked it also.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I just read The Cockroach King, which I really liked.
Interesting. What is that about?
It's like a short horror novella. Basically, this woman moves to this new house with her baby, and she's getting like landscaping done, and the guy digs up a dog's body. And after he finds that, like a bunch of cockroaches start coming into the house.
Oh my gosh, that would freak me out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to read it though.
But it was really good.
The Cockroach King. Oh my god. Right now I've been reading They Drown Our Daughters. It's like a arc I got. It's a book by Katrina Monroe. I don't know if that's a debut or not, but I really liked the cover. and I saw it in somebody's like anticipated reads list. It comes out in July, I think. I'm like 23%. I'm really liking it. It is kind of weird too, so
Oh, I like the cover.
in a way. It's like this woman who like goes back to her hometown to stay with her mom after she splits from her wife, and she like brings her like 7 or 8 year old daughter with her. And in this town, it's called Cape Disappointment. It's like, a cape with like a big lighthouse and everything, and like there's like family history. There's like this curse on the women in her family, and they all end up drowning in the cape. So it's like kind of reminding me of the Winter People, because it has like that, like the timeline, the way the timeline shifts and everything. It's just like giving me the same vibes. It's like really atmospheric and stuff. It's good. I really like it so far. But yeah, I like it. It's kind of witchy, and like I don't know if there's like, if it's suggesting that there's like this like mermaid creature or something. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Interesting.
But it's really good. And I think that's it. That's all I've been like really reading lately. But I left my Kindle at work, of course. So well, I started this. So it's not as easy to read my Kindle books on my phone. Like I will in a pinch, but
Yeah.
it's actually like now that I've adapted to my Kindle, I like it a lot better. It's easier on the eyes. Was that Cockroach King?
Yeah.
I'm seriously gonna check it out though. I've been really like looking into like horror novellas. Like I have a bunch on my a bunch on ebook right now that I'm really excited to read. I got like Deja suggested this one called For He Can Creep. So I want to read that one.
That's a good one.
And there's been a bunch on like Kindle Unlimited that I've been checking out. So
Yeah,
like,
the Cockroach one is on Kindle Unlimited.
oh, cool.
I'm gonna start making my way through the Ride or Die series. Have you guys read anything from that?
Mm-mm.
It's like 30 books. They're all by different authors, but it's like horror novellas. They're like set during different time periods. I read Cirque Berserk, which is set in like the 80s or 90s, I think, and I loved it. So I want to try and read the rest of them.
Oh, fun. You know what? I really didn't look up the Baba Yaga thing. We ended up like leaving, and I got all like distracted with other things, and I still haven't sat down and like looked that up. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, oh, I should really look that up right now. And this is how much free time I actually have. Like zero free time. It's crazy. I just need to write down Baba Yaga too, though, so I can
You're just gonna come across this weird list: cockroaches and Baba Yaga. What is this?
What? Yeah, this is gonna be like Cockroach King and Baba Yaga. What is this? Oh, seriously, he never comes in here, so he wouldn't. Except the other day, he was like, "Ooh, I wanted to look at your stuff," and so he wanted to look at all my crystals and stuff, and just like, I don't know. I was like, you want to burn an incense? We can do that right now. Like, I don't know. Are you feeling witchy? All right. Well, we missed the 25, but whatever. We'll just go ahead and start sprinting now to the hour.
Yes.
Sounds good.
There are no rules. Oh, I almost kept reading. I was like, it can't be the hour yet. That first chapter of this book has like a really weird, like, it's written very like weird. I don't know. It was like confusing at first, but like then you get into the second chapter of the kids and stuff, and like understand.
Oh, yeah, like the little introduction part or whatever.
Yeah. I was like, this
Yeah,
is
you like
has a
don't know
weird
who's
dynamic.
talking.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure we'll
just
find out, but
yeah, and it's written like it's almost like everything's like metaphorical. So I'm just like, what?
yeah, it's very literary. Like it's not
Mhm.
like you're just straight up horror.
Right. But I started getting into it. So, are you knitting, Carol, or are you crocheting?
I'm crocheting.
Oh,
I just got the one.
oh, it's so cute. I love the colors.
Thanks. Going for like a, I don't know, like a naturey, but not like outdoorsy colors.
Right.
Some
It's like earth
tone.
tones. Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
it.
Like the green is called like fern. So it's kind of like.
Oh, it's
So
so
pretty.
cute. I love it.
Yarn is expensive. These people need to stop having babies.
I know, right? I have a whole bag full of yarn. You can have it. A giant bag full of yarn. I would crochet for a while. And then I just like stopped doing it altogether. Because I would never finish anything. Way better than me. Because I would just start something because I'd get so excited about it. And then I would just never finish it.
Yeah.
Such a bummer too.
That's usually I've gotten like that on quite a few things, but if it's like a blanket, like a baby blanket, it doesn't take that long. So
That's true. I just had a plot twist. Interesting. Who taught you how to crochet?
when I was like really little, my grandma tried, and then I stopped. And then one day, my friend and I were super bored, like a decade ago, and we're like, let's go find a craft to do. So we went to the craft store, and we were like, standing there, like, what's easier, knitting or crocheting? And some lady was in there, like some shopper, and she came up. She's like, you guys should crochet. So we went home, bought our stuff, went home, and learned on YouTube.
Yep. That's how I taught myself too. I did my sister.
It was like a Friday night. We're like 19 years old in my basement, like on YouTube learning to crochet. Like, what are we doing?
It's so fun though. It's so fun learning like a new craft though.
Yeah.
I like it. Read 12 pages. How much did you guys I know you're listening to the audiobook, Carol.
I did about 50.
It doesn't even say. How do you... 5%. I'm on chapter 5 and it's 5%.
Nice.
This is gonna be this, I think if you like the Year of the Witching, you're gonna like this.
Really? Oh, okay, cool.
Because so far it is like village and witchcrafty religious type stuff. So
Interesting. How much did you read, Cap?
I read about 50 pages.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
It's very fast paced.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. I stepped away so I could go eat my breakfast. It actually came out pretty good. It was experimental and it worked out. So
That was
I was like, oh yay, it didn't come out terrible. I don't know. Sometimes I just like throw so many things together. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, I don't know. I got 23 page. I'm on page 23. What was I on 7 before? So yeah, 16. It's still.
I feel like
pretty small. And also the writing style is very interesting. I'm getting into it.
Yeah, like, and I don't even know how to explain, like bad stuff is being described, but it's like doesn't feel that bad. Like they're horrible things, but like the way he writes it, it's like just
yeah, it does seem like kind of like nonchalant about it. Like, I don't know. I've only gotten to the part with the cat. I'm like, I don't know. He's like concocting some other thing. I don't know what's gonna happen with the cousin or whatever. But there's some definite animal abuse in here if you guys like are planning on reading the other, just so you know. Like,
yeah. Kind of par for the course when there's an evil child, I think.
right. Like you gotta have like the trifecta going on. So there's probably going to be that type of stuff. The Witches by Stacy Schiff is on sale for $4.99 on Chirp. What is Chirp? I don't know what Chirp is. Is that
I get emails from them. You can like buy like ebooks and I think audiobooks too. And every day they send me an email of like stuff that's on sale.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. Do you ever find anything you like on there?
Not. I always feel like it's like random books like that I've never heard of. I don't really check the emails that often. Every so often I will, but they're always just things I've never heard of. So I don't pay attention to it. Yeah, so I haven't had much luck with them.
Read Little Girls by you've read some Ronald Malfi before, Carol.
Yeah, I like him, but I haven't read that one yet.
I want to read his like new release that's coming out this year. Is it Big Mouth? Black Mouth?
I don't remember.
What is it?
I have something from him on my TBR.
I think it's Black Mouth.
Probably Come With Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I want to read for sure, is Come With Me. He's got like a new one coming out.
He's got a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I saved it. What is it? Oh, I've heard a lot of people liking December Park. I've never heard anyone read the Little Girls though.
Black Mouth is his new one.
Black Mouth, okay.
Oh, I want to know why Kim didn't like it though.
Did not like it. Okay, so why? I'm really gonna check out this audiobook site though, because maybe I'll find something interesting on there. I did try Libro FM, like I did their what is it, their ALC program or whatever. So I found one I think I'm gonna try to listen to this month. You listened to Vladimir off of Libro, huh? Carol?
I think she's talking to somebody.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm scolding.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just looked over and I realized you were talking, so I was like,
no, yeah, I used Libro. Did you get the ALC program?
I did, yeah. So I'm gonna try to listen to Chorus by Rebecca Kaufman. I don't know, it looked interesting. It says that it's like literary fiction, but it sounds like mystery to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, you should on the like the first of every month, you get a bunch of new audiobooks for free.
I didn't do it last month at all. Like nothing sounded interesting to me, but then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this one. So
yeah, and I don't know if everyone gets the same ones, or I think so. I think everyone gets the same ones.
They might, yeah.
Probably, because it seems like they have like just a whole just a section just ALCs.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Atlas 6 from them. I don't know if I'm going to read it.
Oh, that's the one you're listening to? That's the fantasy one, right?
I think I'm not listening to it right now, but that's one I've got geared up to maybe
Ooh,
listen
cool.
to it. I'm reading this Ronald Murphy stuff.
I
Sorry.
don't think you have to have a channel or Bookstrim. Like if you're a reviewer, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I think even if you have an Instagram or like a Goodreads, I think would
Yeah.
work. As long as you like write reviews, I would think you could be accepted.
Right. Yeah.
And not just on Amazon, obviously, because that's their competitor.
Yeah. I don't think it was even like all that difficult. Like I just looked at like I just applied. And I think I just wrote like I review books on Instagram and YouTube. Like that's all I put, and then I got approved. So you could just say I review books on Goodreads.
And honestly, like, yeah, I have my YouTube channel, but other than that, I'll just randomly mention Libro FM in like my Instagram stories if I'm listening to something. Yeah, because I listened to Vladimir through them because I picked my Book of the Month Club selections, and then like the next day, Libro FM was like, "Here's your ALC stuff," and I'm like, "Son of a bitch!" They had Vladimir.
I know that is really cool though. So like some of the books, are like popular ones. That was a Book of the Month.
Oh yeah, the new Hanya Yanagihara was last month on there or something.
Was it? Oh, and I didn't get it then because I would have totally listened to it too.
It is almost 30 hours long.
Is it? Oh my gosh. But I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately. I mean, it's mostly how I'm consuming like the books that I'm reading because it's just so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to be one of those people like years and years ago that said audiobooks didn't count as reading.
What? How dare you?
I know. And then I started seeing, and then people were like, what about people who like have dyslexia or any other issue? I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, so you like, so it's like those people have never read a book in their life. That's not right.
Right. Well, you're just like, you're not reading it physically. Like, I guess I could see why people.
Well, then it's like some people just like take in more information audibly too. Like my husband can't read a freaking book. Like he can read, but like he can't sit down and take in anything reading it. He has to listen to it.
Same. My boyfriend's the same way. He only listens to audiobooks.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that's like literally all the reading that they do is just audiobook form.
And now if I didn't have audiobooks, I just wouldn't read. I mean, it's so hard.
Yeah, it would be a lot less.
She's doing great. She should be on the live show for the other, so maybe you'll get to talk to her there.
She's a busy bee.
She is definitely busy. Like, I totally feel her. I haven't posted a video like other than live shows in a really long time.
So when
you have to like buy them, but you'll have them forever.
So like when you go in, you just like redeem each one like you were redeeming a credit, and then it's like the same process, and then they're just all in your Libro FM app.
I think if you don't select them, like if you don't do that before the month is up, you might lose them. But as long as you redeem it, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're for sale, you're buying them, but they're just free to you.
Yeah. So once you like sign up for the program or request to be a part of the program, it's like you'll be logged in and you'll have access to ALC, and then you just like go through and buy each one, even though you're not spending any money.
Yeah.
I'm letting you guys just like answer the questions because I literally just signed up like last month. So like, I don't really know how it works. I'm just doing it. I don't know. Figure it out as we go. Yeah. So what did you guys get for your Book of the Month this month? Did you guys pick anything or did you?
The Book of Cold Cases.
Yeah, that's what
I want to read that.
I know. I'm so excited. That's probably going to be the next. Well, I try to read, like, I've been trying to read a Book of the Month book each month. So that'll be like mine for this month. So hopefully I can get like this read and then hop on that, because other than that, I just have to listen to Extasia. The Need by Helen.
Yes.
That sounds super
Yes.
familiar.
I have
Read.
that as a list of options for
Interesting.
active strength, I think.
That's a good one. The opening scene, or maybe like the first chapter or something, just creeped me out so bad.
Really?
But it's a very weird book. Lots of commentary on motherhood.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Ooh,
about like a
interesting.
mom and a kid, I think.
I feel like I've seen that cover before, but yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Interesting.
I don't know. I read it like when Gunnar was like less than a year old. Like, it was like,
Yeah, it
this
says
is
it came out in
wild.
2019. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna save that. Did you already read Flowers in the Attic? You already read it, didn't you,
Yeah.
Carol?
I might re-listen to it. I mean, I don't know if I'll have to. I remember a lot of it.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that long ago when you read it.
But yeah, Libro FM is the same price as Audible. You get 1 credit for the same price, but a portion of their sales support small bookstores. So when you sign up for Libro, you can pick what bookstore, like say you're close to an independent bookstore that's affiliated with them, you can pick that store and they'll earn money off of you buying an audiobook every month. I'm not sure how it works outside, if they allow you to buy stuff outside of the subscription though. I'm sure they do because they have like the full price listed, but
I think they do. I don't know about like sales and stuff they have though. I'm not
neither.
sure about that.
Interesting.
But I just like that I was able to pick a bookstore that I love around here and give them money, like if, when I had the subscription. But
Right.
Oh, interesting. I like that. I wanted to take Robin to the library yesterday. That was kind of like on my to-do list of things for us to do together. And then she was sick all day yesterday. So I was like, what a bummer. I wanted to go to the library. It's been a while. I'm usually like, I've been off on the weekends mostly. So they're never open when I'm off with her.
They're not open on the weekends?
My libraries are only open Monday through Friday.
Wow. I mean, like, I am so, like, out of it when it comes to libraries because ours is so awesome. Like, I think it's like Labor Day to Memorial Day. They're open 7 days a week. And then in the summer, they close on Sundays.
That's what mine is like too.
Yeah.
What the heck? Somebody just ran by my... Oh, okay. It's Amazon. It's like someone just ran by my window. What the heck? I live in the middle of nowhere. Like, who's here? It might be my new work pants. I ordered some on Amazon because I was like, I need new work pants. And I used to buy my work pants at Target and they stopped selling them, the ones that I used to buy. So I was like, I'm going to order some on Amazon. If I like them, I'll order some more because I need to. And I was thinking today, I hope I get them today because I don't know why. It's the dumb little things that like make me happy, but like new clothes, new work clothes. But I was hoping I'd get them today because I work tomorrow.
We got like a new front door, like a new storm door. I'm like so excited about it. I'm like, why is this my life now?
Right?
I got a rewards gift card from Xfinity randomly, and my mom was like, "Oh, what are you gonna get with it?" I was like, "I got a new ice tray," and I'm like so excited about it.
That's so awesome.
I love it. Like I called her before. I'm like, my ice tray is great. Like,
I love it. You get so excited about those things. Like I definitely want to get like a new vacuum this year, and I'm like, I'm so excited to get it. I cannot wait. I got a new printer like last month and I'm in love with it. It's like the coolest printer ever. I was like, no, I'm getting a good one. And like I got the one where it has like the ink bottles that you put the bottles in there. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like more cost efficient because you're not using like the ink cartridges. Like it's just you can buy the ink in bulk and just like refill the bottles and fill.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I just went crazy with it. was like, whatever, we're getting a good one. Because I do want, like, I mean, it's weird, like, with how it is, like, with technology and being a parent now, because before our parents would, like, always go and get, like, pictures printed out and stuff and, like, have an album. And then so I just have all of these photos on my phone. And I'm like, what do I do with them? Like,
Yeah.
I simply, like, what if I lost them? Like, I know there's the cloud, but like, what if not all of them end up there? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's like, it puts me in panic mode every once in a while. And I feel like I need to like print them all out.
Every
Like,
month, I like at the end of each month or whatever, or the beginning of the following month, I make sure that I collect all my photos off my phone, put them on a folder on my computer, and then I have an external hard drive that I put it on. So like maybe if there was like a house fire or something, I could grab them.
Right. I mean, I'm 2.5 years behind. I haven't done anything like that. I have an external hard drive, like one that's like a terabyte or something. So I could totally put it on there. But still, if I can't see it physically, then I'm like, they're just gone. They're gone forever. I don't know.
Get that?
I don't know what to do about it. Oh, Rosemary's Baby would be awesome for Horror in 24. That'd be so, so great.
I think I'm the only person in the world who hates that book.
Really? You hated it? What? I love that book. I
did not read past Flowers in the Attic because I didn't know how many books there were, so I didn't.
How many are there?
I was looking it up. 9, 10, 11.
Oh my god.
11 books.
No, I would not. I just don't have time for that.
I feel like you can read Flowers in the Attic and the ending is sufficient enough that you could accept that ending and not need more.
Right.
Depending on the type of reader you are, but I was fine with it. I just wanted to read it because it's such a major book, and she's like a major author, and
11. That's a lot, though. 11 books is a lot. Like, I can do that with like fantasy and stuff, but when
I couldn't imagine this going on for 11 books. Like,
yeah.
Not that it's bad. It's not a bad book. It's just...
It's an iconic book, yeah. I would love to read Rosemary's Baby. I don't know if Mandy or Crystal have read Rosemary's Baby or not.
I kind of think Mandy has, because she likes really like vintagey older horror.
Yeah, and she likes films too, so I would expect that from her. I don't know if I've seen her talk about it, but she probably has too. That would still be great though, because then at least like she wouldn't even have to read the book. She could just jump on and discuss it with us. I wouldn't have to read it. I just read it like 2 months ago, in December, I think.
Wow.
I didn't read it. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. No, it was probably in October. It was probably longer than that. It was in October. Because it was like during Halloween, and I remember watching the film like right after, and it was before Halloween because I was watching like a ton of horror movies. Mandy read Jocelyn sitting on the beach last summer. How cool is that? I mean, it's great. Like I like to, like when I travel, I like to bring books that are going to be like very similar to like the environment that I'm in, because like that helps you like immersify yourself, I guess, into it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the last time I've been to the beach. I go to the river a lot. I do not go to the beach though.
I haven't been to a beach since 2014.
My gosh.
Maybe.
If you've watched Rosemary's Baby, it's so similar to the book. Like, I think it's probably one of, like, it's just, they're so similar.
I wonder if I kind of think maybe the Ira Levin worked on that movie. I could be wrong though.
It does feel very, very close to exactly what happens in the book. Like there wasn't a point where I was like, this didn't happen. Like, this, like when we watched No Exit, I was really like, maybe I just forgot a lot of that book, But when Deja and I were talking, like, I was just like, I don't remember this at all. She remembered a lot more than I did, but I was like, I don't remember.
Did you guys like the movie?
I don't think we loved it. It wasn't terrible, but it's like really, really rushed, but not in like a good way. Like, you know, like the book is like very intense and you're just like on the edge of your seat like most of the time.
Yeah.
There was probably like one scene that was actually like a little tense, and that's because it was like more gruesome than anything. But
Yeah.
But
like,
is it because you read the book first? That's because I watched it too, and I was like, would this be more
Yeah.
intense if I didn't read the book?
I felt the same
maybe
way.
it took away from the intensity. That's probably true, but it did feel very rushed though. It didn't feel like intense. It felt like they were trying to like rush it. Like you're like halfway, you still have like maybe like 30 minutes of the movie left and you feel like you're at the very end already. Like it was a lot of it did feel like a bit rushed to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of felt the same way. I thought it was like okay, like I didn't hate that I watched it, but it wasn't amazing.
Yeah,
No, it
wasn't
definitely
bad.
wasn't like I'm thinking of ending things where we're like, what the hell is going on?
No Exit, like that's one of those books that's like you can't ever like reread that book.
Yeah.
Like I remember like laying in bed reading it and like having to stand up and pace my bedroom.
Also, I think that I dreamed like a different ending to the book too. Cause like
No, you're
I
right.
was watching it and I was like, this is different. And then like I was telling Deja, I was like, didn't this happen? And she was like, no, I don't think so. And I was like looking it up and I was like, that didn't happen. But I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was in my memory, I swear.
Well, there were some differences I thought with like the woman who is supposedly the cleaning lady in the movie.
Yeah.
There's some differences there. I think the ending
And then
was
the
a little
rehab
different.
element too, because that
Yeah.
wasn't part of the book at all.
Yeah. I didn't really get why they did that.
I don't either. Like the only reason I thought was like, oh, maybe it would explain why she was so estranged from her family for so long. But like,
Yeah.
Why was
pretty
she
sure
in the book?
had a
I don't
reason for that,
remember.
too.
I think she was just at college or something in the book.
That's what I thought too. Like that it wasn't like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
I don't know.
I just remembered that she wasn't in rehab. And I was like, this
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. I think, I don't know. I kind of want to like show it to like my husband or somebody who I know hasn't read the book and see how they feel about it. Like
Yeah.
if they actually like it or not.
No, I can't watch movies like that with my husband because 30 seconds in he guesses the entire damn plot.
My
Pisses
husband
me
does
off.
that too sometimes. Like, oh, we
I'm
were
like, you ever
watching
just shut up?
something recently. Oh, it was so funny. We watched something, and it was a movie that I had already seen, or maybe it was based off of a book, and I already knew what was going to happen. And then he was just like, "Is this?" And I was like,
No.
I didn't
Shut
say
your
anything.
face.
And then
Just
it happened, and he was like, I'm like, no, you knew it. Like, how'd you know it?
They
Oh,
must Google ahead of time to piss us off.
Well, my boyfriend is so annoying. He doesn't really like watching movies, but sometimes he will with me, but he hates not knowing what's going to happen. So he'll look up the ending. And then I'm like, well, why are we even watching this? He won't tell me, but he'll know. I'm like, what is the point?
Exactly. Like,
It's
what
so
are you
annoying.
doing? I could not ever look up the ending of a movie.
It's like reading the last page or chapter of a book first.
I don't get it.
The only time I did that recently actually was we were watching that documentary about that guy who would the climber, the guy who would like the alpinist. You guys seen that?
No.
Okay, so the guy would climb like these super gigantic mountains and stuff. And then my husband was like just talking about, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Like I hope it's not like this. And then I looked it up. And of course, I was devastated. It's not, I mean, it's not, I guess it's not a spoiler because it's literally a documentary. Like you're learning about this guy's life, but like he ended up dying. And like, but we didn't know that when we got into it. Like we didn't know about the full story.
Right. So because there's a couple crime documentaries, Evil Genius and Who Took Johnny. like, if you don't know anything about those, don't Google those, because if you watch those, there's going to be like massive plot twists, and you're going to be like, what the hell?
Exactly.
It's so demented, but it's like entertaining.
Man, he's like, this guy's so cool. Like, I hope he doesn't die or something. Like, he's not like, he didn't like die or anything. And then I was like, no, they wouldn't do that. And then sure enough, I was looking it up. And the whole reason for the documentary is because the guy ended up dying on a mountain. And I was like, man, why does that happen? Like, it was, but it's an amazing documentary, though. It's crazy. Like, this guy, how fast he could is just insane. Like, so some people are just born with like no fear. I don't know. It's crazy. It was amazing. The stuff he could do was just like phenomenal. Are you gonna read The Ravenous Dead, Carol?
Loaded up on my Kindle, just trying to get through a few others first.
I think I saw that and I didn't realize it was like a book 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Her stuff is so fun.
Yeah, I want to read another one of her books. I have Voices in the Snow on my Kindle, so I'll probably end up reading that.
That's a series too. That's the first in a series.
It is, right? Yeah. It's like a detective series, right?
I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but I know it's a series.
Interesting. Yeah, I knew that one was a series. I didn't know about The Ravenous Dead. I had seen someone post about the book coming out. And then I was like, oh, I should put it on my list. And then I realized it was book 2 of something. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, now I got to start the series. I think that's like, I don't know. I guess it depends. Like, now, like her books might be a horror series that I'd be willing to actually like read. So like, I'm not as interested in horror series usually. I like fantasy series, but I don't know. Like I read the first book in I read The Risk recently, which is it's like a horror smutty romance thing.
I'm reading that too. I can't decide if I should keep going.
Yeah, I can't either. And I finished it like a few weeks ago and I'm like, should I continue? Because like everyone talks about how great it is, but then I'm like, I don't know if there was enough there to make me want to keep reading it. So, but the books are short, right? So I don't know.
But there's a lot of them.
How many?
I don't know. A lot.
Oh gosh, I thought it was like 4 or 5.
No, I think. Hold on. I might be thinking of something else, but. Oh, gosh. Oh, there is only 5. Why did I think there were so many?
Probably because she has a lot of other books.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, because they come in a big bind up and paperback, and that just made me think there was way more than 5, like with how big it is.
Oh, do they? I didn't know they did. I don't know. It was interesting. I'm not obsessed with it. Not in the way that like McKay is. McKay loves it.
That's why I picked it up, because honestly, I've seen other people reading it. And I was like, no, I'm not picking that up. But then he's picked it up, and I'm like, okay, I trust him a little bit more. So
yeah, exactly. Like I didn't even know that he like loved it. I had it on my Kindle for a really long time, and I've been meaning to like read some smutty romance just to like see if that's something that I'd be into. And it was suggested to me because it's like kind of borders on horror. And so I finally decided to pick it up in like February, but I was like reading it very slowly throughout the month. And then I had seen that he like loved it. And I was in the middle of reading it. I was like, okay, well, maybe this is really good. I don't know if like the books get better as they go or not, or if that's like the best one. That's the only thing I'm hesitant about, I guess. Whether or not I should just like continue it, or because right now it's average to me. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel one way.
Take it or leave it, yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have to continue. I didn't immediately like want the second book, you know? And that's like the only time I'd ever want to read series is if I finish the book and I may immediately want the second book. Then yeah, I'm interested in finishing the series. So I don't know. We will see. I guess we could sprint again.
Good.
Well, let's sprint to the hour again. We'll just do that. Make it easier because we're at 35. We'll sprint for 25 minutes.
Sounds good.
And then I don't have to like change my banner. Like it just use the same banner. Makes it easier. All right. All right. Hi. I only read like 10 pages, but I went to go eat some more.
I
I
also
ate
don't-
on camera earlier. Just eat on camera.
I know, I totally could have. I just I made like a breakfast thing, and so I just took it right out of the pan and then started
Wow.
eating it, and I was putting it away at the same time.
Where I don't ever see where it gives me my percentage. Oh,
21. I didn't know there were 21 of those books. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I love that show though. So good.
there's some differences. Like I think in the books, Temperance has like a child, like a teenager or something. And like as a mother, I feel I'm allowed to say that usually once you enter kids into the story kind of sucks. They kind of like ruin shit. So.
Right. They kind of do. No, it's not a Halloween blanket. It's got flowers on it.
I've
So
only
are
got 3 more
you-
percent in.
Yeah. Are you just feeling like
It's still all set up, and I always find it interesting when authors decide not to name their main characters.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, the main character
It's
is
weird.
in the book. I know it always throws me off too because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to like how especially when you're discussing it too. It's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, and at first I was like, did I miss it?
no, in the beginning it's like it just straight up says like, oh, like my name doesn't matter or something like that.
Yeah.
Got the like the saint of Haven.
Yeah,
or
in the
something.
synopsis it says something like her name is irrelevant or her name doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's what it was, irrelevant, I think.
Hmm.
I didn't read I cleaned my kitchen. Hey, productivity is productivity. Whatever you're doing. I'm gonna do some cleaning after this, that's for sure. And then I don't know. I have no plans. No plans today. It's great. I really didn't realize there were 21 books in that series though. Like, and I love that show. I don't know if I'd ever read the books. Like, I'm not like super interested in reading them. That just used to be like when I used to go to the gym, like that show was always on at the gym and I would always just watch it while I was working out. And I loved it. I loved it. It was always on when I would go in there.
Yeah, my friends and I used to get together and watch it like every week when it was like on TV, like the first few seasons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have degrees in anthropology, so we were like, yeah.
It's a fun show. I like it.
Yeah, it was fun.
I used to like obsessively watch CSI, and then like once I had watched like all of the episodes, and then I moved on to Bones because I needed something similar. I'm rereading Nosferatu. Need a comfort read. Okay, well mine isn't going to be a comfort read. It's The Other by Thomas Tryon. It's our 4 and 24 book club pick.
And I'm reading The Passengers by John Mars.
How far are you? Did you get in that sprint, Kat?
I read about 30 more pages, so I'm on 125 now.
Nice. Are you liking it?
I'm really liking it, which I'm happy about. I've read 2 other books from him, and I gave the one star. And
Really?
the other one, I don't remember the name of the other one, but I gave it 3 stars. So I was like, okay, I think might be the last time I kind of try him out. But I'm really liking it so far.
Did they come out with that series that's based on the one? Did that come out yet?
Yes, on Netflix, I think.
Have you watched it?
I didn't because I didn't like the book
Like
at
the
all.
book at all?
Well, that's the book that like everyone loves too.
Yeah,
a lot of people really like it.
I haven't read anything by him. I do have like I think it's his more recent release. The one he came out with, I think, last year.
I think that's the one that
What
everyone
Lies
hated.
Between Us. I have that on ebook, but I haven't read it. Everyone hated What Lies Between Us.
Oh, that's the one I gave 3 stars.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't that one spoil his other books? Is that the one is that the right one?
I think
I might be getting confused, but I thought Gabby's book club read one of them and it like spoiled his other books.
yes, but I
might be wrong.
maybe it was that one. Oh no, I think this spoils the one.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember her saying that, but I remember I hadn't read the book yet. So I think it was this one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah, the Minders. Yeah.
The Minders. That was it.
Okay. Yeah. But this one is really interesting so far because like it's science fiction, but I can just like see this happening. Like basically these 5 or 8 people are trapped in these like driverless cars, and then they're told they're going to die. And then people have to start voting off people one by one who's going to die. And like I can literally see this happening. Like everyone's like tweeting about it, and it's like I can see people participating in this.
Oh, for sure. Like it sounds really, really good. It sounded really good when Gabby talked about it. And I was like, oh man, I want to read that one.
That's too much technology for me. I don't like technology and my books like that.
Right, and thrillers. I'm excited. I want to read that one, but I am nervous about the one now. I thought about just going ahead and watching the show too, because I was like, who knows if I'll get around to reading the book.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people seem to like, I seem to be the odd one out with that one, but.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Kim said that the one spoiled Gone Girl.
If you haven't been spoiled for Gone Girl yet, just read it now because that's amazing. If you haven't,
right?
Like that you've made it that long without knowing.
Oh, for sure.
But that is
it is the Minders that spoils his other books. Okay. I don't really have that much interest in reading the Minders anyway. Yeah, that wasn't one that I was like super excited to read, but I've really wanted to read The Passengers and the One. I don't know. But yeah, they shouldn't spoil other books. I get that.
Yeah.
Watch out for 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson.
Yeah, it like spoils a ton of books, right?
Yeah.
8 different well-known mystery books, yeah.
I guess if it's like in there, like isn't it in the synopsis that it essentially spoils like all these books pretty much? Like,
I don't know if it lists them.
It
I think it like mentions like 2, but I don't think
I feel like it's like well known that book spoils a bunch of like endings for books.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they all were, but they were kind of older book. Like one of them's The Secret History, and that's like a modern classic.
Yeah, I think there's like an Agatha Christie. I think they were all like kind of more classic mysteries. So
right. You gotta read the other book. How is it so far? Okay, so I'm not as far as Carol. So I am only on page 33. And I'm liking it okay. I feel like it takes a little bit to get into the writing style and stuff, but I think I'm going to like it. I don't know, just by the synopsis, but I don't know. What do you think, Carol? You're a lot further. You're like about halfway.
I like it. I like the writing style. It's very literary. My kid's trying to get in the room. It's very literary. So like I really like the writing style. It's not like terrifying, but it is like obviously there's like an evil kid, so he's doing bad things, but it's not terrifying by any means.
Yeah, I'm excited to read more of it. I like the synopsis has me pretty convinced that it's going to be a book I like. I really like creepy kids anyway.
I live with one.
Yeah, right. Swore off Peter Swanson after every value break. Never read that one.
I really liked that one. But again, I was the odd one out with that. I know a lot of people did not like it.
I liked that one too.
I've
I like
only
all his
read-
stuff. It's just he's more like a
Me too.
like it like I don't know. It's just fun. It's nothing amazing. It's just fun.
Mhm.
I agree.
Interesting.
Except for the kind worth killing, that was really really good. But everything
Mhm.
it's just fun.
It's the only one I've read by him. So I haven't like continued on with those other books.
I didn't know
Just a
that.
creepy kid. Okay. All right, cool. I do like creepy kids, so I'm gonna have to look that one up. But you said you didn't like it, so now I'm scared.
I know. I kind of want to try it to see like how similar it is to his other stuff.
I know. I haven't read anything. I don't think I've read anything by him at all. So, but Blackmouth sounds really interesting and Come With Me. So I'll probably read those two. And December Park. That's one I hear about a lot that I want to read.
I really like that one. Oh, and I read Bone White by him, which was good too. But
Oh, yes, I've seen that one.
that deals with something that I don't want to spoil it, but it's like one of my biggest fears.
Cat's Cockroach King sounds like my biggest fear.
The cockroaches don't freak me out too much. I wish they kind of did. I think it would have been scarier, but
Really? Oh, bugs. I don't know.
But we don't like
bug
get them
things?
where I live unless you're like a restaurant or something where you've got like lots of people and food and stuff. So
yeah.
Right. We don't have cockroaches here. I think it's too dry, but we have like bugs, but like still. I don't know. It freaks me out. My husband found like a little scorpion in his garage the other day. I was like, no. That would freak me out. Because then that's like, I just think about it like being in my house or like.
I have an
something
irrational
really big
fear of a scorpion being in my shoe. I don't know why. I literally, well, not anymore, but I lived in New Jersey my whole life. Like, like I don't know why I was scared of
I was gonna
that.
say even where you live now, you
where are
wouldn't
you gonna
have-
come across a scorpion?
Yeah, no.
You know what also freaks me out? Like centipedes. Centipedes freak me out. They're
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say
looking.
the only bugs I'm really scared of are like centipedes, millipedes. Like, ugh.
They're so creepy. There's so many legs. Ah, and the way they crawl.
Ew.
Gross. Like I feel like I've gotten past like my whole spider fear. Like,
Same.
but there's other bugs where I'm like, no. Absolutely not. No. Just had so many things going on. Okay. Talking about little girls. Had a palmetto book with a huge roach on the front and legit just scared. Yeah, I don't. The fact that they could fly too, just like no. But we do
that
get
book
we get
pays
pretty
homage to Rosemary's Baby.
Do what?
That book it says it paying homage to Ira Levin's Rosemary's Baby.
Which one? Little girls or
No, Palmetto.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, I might read that. Looking at it, and I was like, oh, Rosemary's Baby. Nope.
What is it about it that you didn't like?
The writing and all the descriptions about like their furniture and their furniture and their style, and I don't know. It was very dated to me, but not in like a dropping pop culture references. Just like, I don't know, the vibes, as the kids
Right.
would say.
The vibes were just not it.
Yeah. And it kind of falls in the same boat as The Exorcist for me. I tried to read that book 3 times. I cannot do it. And it's
not
the same shit.
yet to read that, but I would love to. Maybe try to make room for it this year. But I'm definitely going to read it this summer. Yes. That is going to happen.
Have you never read it before?
No.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
But I've never read the book. And then
I think you've got one person here who loves it and one person here who hates it. So
you hate it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I am a little nervous because I did try to read Summer of Night like last year, and which from what I've heard it's compared to it a lot. Like it's very character driven, following like all these kids. And so I'm a little nervous because I didn't end up finishing that because I did kind of get bored with it. So I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
But maybe if I just do it in small doses, I'm going to give myself the entire summer, not like got to read it within a month. Like I'm going to give myself the whole summer. Yeah.
Just have it like in the background, kind of.
I'll spread it out over.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I split it up, like reading physically, listening to the audiobook. It was very helpful. Hi.
It was like one of my favorite books of all time. Say hi. Can blow a kiss? Ah. No?
Yeah. I always want to hit the buttons.
That's exactly what it's doing.
The buttons. We love the buttons. I really enjoyed The Exorcist. So did I. Well, I'm talking about the movie. Sorry. I haven't read the book yet. But I love the movie.
Say hi, Kim. Hi. Just burst in the room. Just boom.
I will do that. I love it.
Yeah, I've seen the Exorcist movie when I was like in grade school, and my friend's mom was like, "This is so scary. We were so scared when we were young," and me and my friend were just laughing.
It's so funny how how scary it is to some people. Like my mom, it totally freaked my mom out too. Like
like people are like passing out in the movie theaters and stuff.
Yeah. And even like when I was watching it, then I was like, "This isn't scary."
Yeah,
y'all tripping. Like no. But like I've said it before, like on the lives, like possession stories. I don't know what it is, but like they just don't really scare me. I think you just have to be a specific like type of individual that like that freaks out. But it's never been a thing for me that like actually freaks me out.
Yeah.
I am a recovering Catholic. I was raised Catholic. Mm-hmm. So like it's scary like in the moment when I'm watching it. I'm like, this is crazy. But then like afterwards I'm like, no.
Was it 1,200 pages and 12 weeks of summer, 100 pages per week? Yeah, I could do that. 100 pages a week, I could do that.
But are you like one of those people where if you spread something out too long, you'll like lose interest? I very well could. What I'll probably end up doing is like Kat and do like the audiobook too. Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to be the easiest way for me to consume it. And like, I do feel like if I just limit myself to like only 100, if I say, 100 pages per week, I'm going to do the bare minimum because that's literally what I do. Like, I'm not even just going to put pressure on myself. I'm going to wait. I'll pick it up like sometime probably, I don't know, May or June. And then I'm just going to read it when I feel like it, or like, yeah, listen to the audiobook when I can, when I'm doing things around the house. Like, I don't know. I might read it pretty quickly. Like I read Under the Dome pretty fast, but it just depends. Like it depends on how my reading is at that time.
Yeah.
It's an experience because you're going to have like multiple plot lines or like timelines and lots of like information about Derry, like just lots of info along with the story.
Right. And see, I would really like to read it because, I definitely don't want to leave it out. I've always really liked the movie. And also like there's a lot of references in his other works to Derry. So it's like, I feel like I need that.
Like if you were to be like, I want to read as much Stephen King as possible and I want to see like a bunch of connections and stuff, like you can't skip it.
Right. Exactly. That's in that. Yeah. You're going to start with it. I mean, I
wouldn't recommend that, but
I can't say anything about it, but I feel like a lot of people do start with it.
That's what I did.
Me too. when I was like in grade school.
Yeah, I started with Under the Dome, and that's just because there was like it was like Joanne from Jobus 89 was doing like a read along type thing. And I was like, well, no time like the present to start a King book, and I can like actually discuss it with people.
Yeah.
So I think that made it enjoyable. Had I started it on my own, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much.
I don't think that one gets very good. Like it's not up there in his best.
No, it's really not. And I gave it like 4 stars. I really enjoyed the book when I read it, and I read it pretty quickly, but I think that's all due to like reading it with other people, like doing like a read along. Those are always so much fun. I haven't done one in so long. I might host a read along myself. That might be a good idea for something. I don't know. I don't know if I should do it for it, but like I mean, it could
if
be.
You do it for it, I'll reread.
A summer long it read along thing, and I could break it down like that, and have other people join. Like if that will be motivation for me. If I break it down and do it that way, maybe I'll look into that.
If you decide, I'll read it with you.
Okay, cool.
I won't.
Not me. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, she'll pencil it in.
And possession stuff, I love reading possession stuff, but it's not something that scares me. Like it really just doesn't. It just doesn't freak me out.
Right.
But I do like reading them. I think they're fun. I just recently read Come Closer by Sarah Gran. I really enjoyed the story. There's some stuff in there I was not very fond of, like just like some of like just surprisingly, with it being like, I think it came out in like 2016, 2017. Like just some of the verbiage I wasn't like a big fan of that was used throughout the book, but like the story itself was really interesting and fun because it was a possession story and it was good.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Oh, the audiobook is fun. Great narrator. Who narrates it?
I wonder if it's the same guy who does like a lot of the Dark Tower and stuff.
Let's see. Steven Weber, I think.
Oh no, that's somebody else then. I'm thinking of Frank something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, summer long it read along. Oh, I like that, Kim. That's so cool. That's a great idea.
Out of those 3,
start first. Probably Salem's Lot, just because it's shorter. But 11/22/63 is so good. I love it. It's like my favorite of all time of his books.
If you want to go horror, you do Shining or Salem's Lot. If you want to like go just typical weirdness for Stephen King, then 11/22/63.
Yeah, if you want something really, really character driven, which all of his books are character driven, but if you want something really, really character driven that's gonna make you bawl your eyes out, read 11/22/63. If you want an emotional connection to his books, read that one. But if you want, like, if you're looking to read a horror book, then I would read Salem's Lot. I haven't read The Shining, but I have heard from people that it can get kind of slow. So it might put you off, I feel like.
And then to pick between The Shining and Salem's Lot, you could say ghosts or vampires. Which one would you rather do?
There you go.
And also The Shining, there's a lot of like wintry stuff. So like if you want to read seasonally and it's not cold where you are, you might want to just do Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
Which is also really good in the fall though.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I would just do ghosts or vampires. Which one would you rather read?
But I always just suggest Pet Sematary to people who want to start out. I recently lent out my Pet Sematary book. Someone at work has it who she just started working at my store and she's like, I really want to read some Stephen King. And I was like, girl, I got you. I got you. I was so excited. She's like, you are seriously so excited about this. And I was like, girl, you don't get it. You don't get it. Like, this is the thing I love to do. I just love getting people on stuff. It's great.
Me too, except for like when they come back and they're like, what the hell is this?
Right. Like, I'm a little worried, but no. She said she was really, really enjoying it. So She's like, no, I'm loving it. She's like, I'm just so in the story right now. And I'm like, oh, that's so great. That makes me feel good. And it's like, it's a quicker read. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to like not read like those three, if you want like the one that I suggest to everyone, that's going to be Pet Sematary. And I think that like goes all across the board. Like anyone who's ever read Stephen King will tell you to read Pet Sematary first. Because then you get like, it's a little bit of everything. You get the plot, but then you're also getting like the way that you're getting a taste of how he writes his characters and stuff. I think it's good. I think it's a good one to start with. But I'm stealing Summer Long every long. Thank you, Kim. That's cute. I like it. Oh.
I don't know why I thought Salem's Lot was longer than The Shining.
Really?
It's not
I don't have The Shining, so I don't have like a physical. Like I have Salem's Lot, but I don't have like the book in front of me to like see the difference. How much longer is it though?
Like 100 or so pages, depending on the edition, probably.
See, if you like haunted house stories, maybe The Shining is the one you should read.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Weber's an actor and a bunch of stuff. I did not know that. Ghosts. Yeah. The Shining's probably the one that you should start with. I haven't read that one yet. I want to though. But I'm gonna read it this summer. That is my plan. Because everyone tells me it is a summer book. We'll start sprinting again at 30 and sprint till the hour. Okay. So we'll do a 30-minute sprint. And then that'll probably be the last one. You guys okay with that?
Yeah, it's good with me.
Cool. So then I can at least get some stuff done around here. And then do nothing for the rest of the day.
I like that.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I have no plans. I mean, I got invited to, like, a barbecue. I'm just debating on whether or not I want to, like, do anything. I don't know. I'm just playing it by ear. I'm like, I'll see how I feel later.
Yeah.
I might just, like, want to sit and watch scary stuff. I haven't watched a horror film in a while, and I'm like, oh, I want to, like, watch some of these newer ones that have been coming out.
I want to watch Fresh so bad.
What is it?
Fresh. It's on Hulu. It sounds
I saw that one. I didn't realize that is that a horror film?
Mm-hmm.
I just heard someone talking about it earlier today. I didn't realize it was horror either.
Yeah, I saw it like because I was on Hulu last night, and I was like, what am I gonna watch? I literally like just did not know what I felt like watching, and I saw it up there. I didn't even. Yeah, it's thriller horror. Ooh.
Yeah. Also, one that just came out yesterday. It's called Master. That's on Amazon Prime.
That's the one I want to watch. That's the one
really
I want to
good.
watch tonight. Oh, it just sounds so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out Fresh too. X does look really good too. Mandy saw it and
I know. I was just gonna say Mandy really liked it.
What? I didn't know the Carrie audiobook is narrated by Sissy Spacek. I will totally listen to that on audiobook then. That's how I'm consuming that for sure.
Some of his audiobooks are so much fun because he gets like a bunch of like kind of more well-known actors, like like I know Nightmares and Dreamscapes. That collection of stories, like it sucks, but like he's got like the woman who does Lisa Simpson's voice, like doing a story, and like so it's like really fun like that. But
I love that. That's cool. I think what's his other one? Is it midnight or something like that?
4 Past Midnight.
4 Past Midnight. That one he has like I think he has multiple actors doing the narration on that one too.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about listening to that one recently because I wanted to listen to The Secret Window. saw a movie a long time ago, but
I love that one, and everyone freaking hates it.
See,
I think it's great.
I like it's been so long since I watched the movie that I forgot the ending. So now I want to listen to it so that I can
the ending and the book and the movie ending are different.
Oh, okay. So it won't really matter then.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, they're different.
Oh, interesting. See, now I'm even more curious. And I really want another short story I want to read is the one by Joe Hill, The Black Phone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that movie?
Yeah, I really want to see that movie.
Yeah.
It looks so creepy. It looks so creepy and good. So Kat and Carol have both like started Extasia, but yeah, they haven't
not far enough to really have much of an opinion.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that's
I'm
what
actually going to
Carol's
start it over physically. So
the audiobook was a little too like complicated.
Yeah.
For Kat.
Yeah,
so.
like right in the very beginning, she's like walking down the street and just like naming every building or people who live there or something. I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend that I don't need to know this.
Yeah. See, and I got like just a few minutes in, and I was like, kind of like I was listening, and then I like had to stop it and then restart it at 1x speed because I was listening at like 1.5, and I was like, it's still too fast because I literally like did not grasp any of that information.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll sort this out later.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like listened to it, and then I was in my notes app on my phone, and I was like trying to take notes. Like I don't know. Well, I don't know. And I try to do that with a lot of the Doctor Strange books because like
yeah,
I want to be able to bring up stuff in discussion. So I'll take like a lot of notes when I'm reading stuff. And that makes it a little more difficult when I'm listening to it on audiobook.
Yes, for sure.
But that's okay. I'll just listen to it very slowly. Still have some time. The live show is not till the 29th, so.
Mm-hmm.
If you had one sprint per week with 3 30-minute sprints per session, we could read 100 pages a week. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And maybe I'll do that if I do decide to do the it thing, like maybe have weekly sprints or something like that. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah. It's just with the way my work schedule is though, like it won't necessarily work for everyone's time like zone. Because I'm like so much earlier than everyone. Like I might have to do it like 5:00 my time, and that's like 8:00 everyone else's time. Like so, yeah. I mean, it just really depends. I could probably work something out, but it would be like they would be very random times, just so you know. But you could always watch them later.
That's true.
Yeah, I trust Mandy with anything horror too. She's really on top of her game when it comes to like posting her videos, and yeah, she does a really great job. Okay, let's read. 12 weeks of sprints. I might be bi-weekly or not bi-weekly, like every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll figure something out. I'll look at my calendar and like figure out a start and end date for that. Because also we're gonna have Strange-a-thon too, so it might end up having to like
that's true.
Push till after. It could be like a July, August, or maybe like start mid-June. I don't know. I'll figure.
You got time.
Yeah, I'll take a look. All right, let's go ahead and sprint to the hour again. And I'll be right back. I have to go check on Robin because she's giving Brandon a really hard time. All right. I only read like another 10 pages. I put Robin to sleep. She needed a nap so bad. It is her nap time. She usually naps between 12:30 and 1, so it was like perfect.
I did
I'm
about
not gonna.
40.
Oh, go ahead.
You go.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like this book is. We've read it before.
Really?
not like in the club, but like
What?
women are evil because we have sex and
Oh,
sex is
yeah.
only for men and but we need the women to have the sex, but if they have sex they're evil.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting. I'm excited to read it.
I am too.
Okay, so I was already thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and order it. And then I will do the read along. I'll probably start like June 1st and end it at the end of August. And then I'll try to break it down and have like probably like 2 discussions a month. Like every 2 weeks, have like a discussion.
Yeah.
I need the book physically so I can break it down.
I was gonna say
there are-
it's segmented really easily. Like you could break it up easily
Cool.
into different parts.
Awesome. So that's what I'll probably do. So this is gonna happen. I'm gonna have to order the book and then like plan it out how I want to do it.
Cool.
And what dates will be like sprints and discussion and stuff like that. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Scribd, if you have Scribd, they have the audiobook.
Oh, cool. I do have Script.
I think so, because they've got like all the Stephen King stuff.
Yeah. It's definitely one I want to own physically. $14. Oh, that's not bad. 17 pages, pretty good. Like I said, I only read 10, but I think I'm starting to get into the writing style more now. Like I'm starting to get into it. Like it's becoming easier for me to read it. Like at first I was just like, I felt like I was reading it so slow because I wasn't sure if I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And now I'm like adapting.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like pretentious when I say this, but like I wasn't expecting it to be so literary, like so well written.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just like thinking like, oh wow, it's a short book. Like I'm gonna fly through this like nothing. It's like
yeah.
No, it's kind of like it's a little more dense than that.
And it's from the 70s, and I was
Yeah.
thinking like campy horror, and that's not the case.
I'm just like interested, like I wonder, I don't know, is this supposed to be I guess it is psychological horror. I just read it. So I'm like, what? Like, I'm just trying to, like, in my brain, just map out what I think is going to happen in the story.
Mm-hmm.
But psychological horror, that could be anything, so. Well, you're getting lots of cleaning done, so that's great. Like I said, I put my kid down for a nap, like, it took, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, not very long, but. Oh, nice. I wish it was raining or something here. It's just like boring. It's boring and it's like it's weirdly cloudy though. Like, yeah. Today has not been the best like weather day. It's like kind of cloudy and ugly outside, but like not like stormy. Stormy would be awesome. No, Carol is actually reading Extasia, which is our Stacks of Strange book for this month. And I'm reading the other, which is our Horror in 24 book for the month. And Kat is reading The Passengers by John Mars.
Mhm.
So how far are you now, Kat? You're like flying through that book. It looks like, because you started it with the sprints, right? Or were you already reading it?
I was on page 40 when we started, and I'm on 166 now.
Yeah, you're flying
Nice.
through it.
Yeah.
That's great. You'll probably finish it like by the end of the day because you like read fast.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Although I don't know if I'll read more. I've been on a Sims grind, so
Oh, fun.
yeah. I go through like random periods of time, like I don't play it for months, and then I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. And then I'm like obsessed every day.
That's fun though.
Can you listen to
love it.
audiobooks when you play something like that?
I've tried, but like I usually end up just like tuning it out and not really paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm listening to like a contemporary romance right now, like those I can usually do, and I'll like slow it down a bunch. But most of the time I just like watch TV or something.
Yeah, I always try to play like I do like Stardew Valley or something, and it seems like it's so like mindless. But then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I'm listening to something. I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, I'm not like that great at multitasking when it comes to like if I'm like on my computer or if I'm doing something like productive, like if I'm trying to like write in my journal or something, I can't listen to an audiobook. But if I'm like just like cleaning,
Yeah.
like yeah, as long as I'm not like reading something or like trying to focus on something, like then I can do audiobooks.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Usually when I'm just like if I'm working or I'm like doing stuff around the house. That's like audiobooks. Or driving, I could do that.
Yeah. I wish I could multitask more because I work from home. So like if I wanted to, I could listen to audiobooks all day long for 8
Right.
hours. But I just I can't do it. I've tried. It just does not work.
That would be so confusing.
Yeah.
I used to all the time when I worked, but like especially when I was like the boss though, because then I could be like, here, you do this.
Yeah.
I'm super busy over here.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, that's so great. All right.
I need to go relieve my husband from the monster.
Yeah. Well, now that my monster is sleeping, I'm gonna like try to go get some other stuff done around the house. It'll be a lot easier. I could tell she's still not feeling like that great. So
Yeah.
we'll probably definitely be like home for the rest of the day. But at least I can do stuff around here. Because like yesterday, I started going through my closet. I got rid of so much stuff. Like I just had one of those moments. So I want to continue that today. Some spring cleaning, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect time for it.
Is that
Yes.
the really big one with the newspaper clippings and stuff inside? That one's so like interesting to me, but like I don't know when I would ever have time to read it.
You know, I did House of Leaves. I'm good on that front, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to House of Leaves.
And
But
I'm
it's
doing
fantasy,
Kane's
though, right?
Jawbone. What?
Is S fantasy? I always assumed it was fantasy, and I might be
Maybe one of the books that's within a book is fantastical. I don't know. Because I think it's a book with a story within a story within a story or something. But no, I'm doing, or I did House of Leaves, and then I'm doing Kane's Jawbone. So I think I'm retired from that kind of stuff.
That is so interesting to me, the jawbone thing.
It's so
What is it?
It's Kane's Jawbone.
I've never heard of that.
I have a whole bag here. I don't know. My lighting's so poor. So it's a literary puzzle. It's 100 pages, and it was printed. It's printed completely out of order, so you have to rip all the pages out, and you have to find out. There's 6 victims and 6 murderers. You have to find out who killed who.
What?
But you
That
have
sounds
no
so
idea.
fun. Well, how have I never heard that?
They literally give you like
I'm gonna
Sorry
order
about the
this
lighting.
now.
an answer key, like where you put your
They have it
answers
at Barnes
in.
and Noble. Maybe I'll go to Barnes and Noble.
I had to get it from Books A Million because it's been in and out of print for a long time because like so many people have been buying it recently. But if you solve it properly, you can get like $300 by the end of this year but only like 5 people in all of history have solved it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know how people have done it because this was written in the 30s. I have to Google and translate like Latin things in here, and you have to know like literary, like Shakespeare shit. Like,
Oh my God, I'm not going to know any of that. I'd be terrible at that.
like
But
I
it
don't understand
also
how
sounds
people
so
do it.
fascinating to me.
It's crazy. Like I've got it like I've got notes and sticky tabs and like pages put together because I know these go together, but then I know that these go together. And then I know that these go
What? Okay, I'm like really interested.
Look, one day I had all these pages like out in different piles on my bedroom floor and I forgot. And Gunnar was running around and he like dove into them. And I was like, oh fuck.
You're like, no. I have read House of Leaves before.
So
I
have
find
I.
that kind of stuff really, really interesting. Like I know he has like another series of books which he basically just stopped writing, The Familiar or whatever, which I also find really interesting. Like stuff like that where you kind of have like you're piecing together stories, like really interesting. I would love to read that, but I mean I'm not gonna get any Shakespeare references at all.
Oh no, yeah. It talks about like some like Shakespeare sergeant. So I had to go and like look at what plays that have sergeants in them and find out the name of that sergeant. And it's just like I don't know how people without the internet did it.
Yeah, seriously.
You have to be like a literary scholar or something, like to be so immersed in like literature.
Well, now I want it because I feel like this is like a puzzle I wanted.
It's only like $10, but
love
it's just like in and out of
it.
print. Oh, see, Kim says Amazon has it. I had to wait a few months because when I tried to get it last year, it was out. It was gone, and then I had to buy it through Books A Million.
This Target has it.
Nice.
But do I want to make a trip to Target?
It is kind of fun. I mean, like, I'm just going through the pages and like trying to find similarities between them. That's all I've been doing lately. But
Yeah.
there's no way in hell I'm gonna figure it out. It's just fun to try.
Interesting. And it was written in the 30s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine says it's temporarily out of stock. My Amazon says that. Weird. Interesting. I don't know. That's cool. I did not know anything about that.
I've never.
Oh my gosh, girl! I don't even remember Neverworld Wake. I don't. This was 4 years ago. Oh my god! I don't know when it came out. I read it when it. I don't know. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what book she was with.
What do you got? Can you show
that out?
No. Okay. All right. Well, I need to sign off. So.
Okay. Well, we'll head out of here. I'm gonna be sprinting again next Friday at 4 p.m. my time, so that'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if anybody wants to hop on here with me or whatever, it'll be March 25th. Our live show for Extasia is March 29th at 3 p.m. my time, so 6 p.m. Eastern time. They're already like I already broadcasted them on my YouTube, so like all you have to do is like I don't know, like what do you do? Like save the countdown or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you just like save it so you're like notified. Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, we're gonna be reading. We're reading the other for in Horror in 24. This one Thursday. Thursday is the live show for this one. It's on Carol's channel. So, and I think you already have the broadcast up, right? Or
no, I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's fine.
I'll get there.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're welcome for this, friends. Thank you guys for coming. It's always so much fun. You guys are always like here and ready to talk, and yeah, So exciting. Thanks, Kat and Carol, for being on here with me. And yeah, I guess we'll close this out. So goodbye.
Bye everyone.